Hey everyone, welcome back to Yorkshire Tropics. Today's video is all about potential because I've just created a brand new planting bed at the bottom of the garden that I think could be one of the boldest areas yet. Right now it's a blank slate with 3 young plants, but each one is known for its big impact and serious jungle vibes as they mature. In this video I'll show you what I've planted, why I've chosen them and what I hope this area will become. And if you love bold foliage and watching a garden evolve, then you're in the right place. This new bed then is at the bottom of the garden behind the summer house. It's a space where I used to keep all my junk. If you remember, I had my manure pile down here and my compost bin and just bits of junk that you didn't really see. So it had been on my mind to clear this for a little while. So I've cleared away all the rubbish and I've decided I wanted to add these 3 new plants to this space. Something that would add a little bit of height, texture and that bold tropical look. It's not a massive space, but the 3 plants that I've chosen will eventually fill it out beautifully, each offering something unique and different. So starting off then, we've got Gunnera Cryptica, formerly known as Gunnera manicata, which many of you may know it by. Changed its name though a couple of years ago, and it's supposedly the cross between Tinctoria and manicata, and so they reclassified it as Gunnera Cryptica. So I've just recently planted this in the garden. It was in a pot before, a large pot in the front, not doing too much. So what I've done, put it in this spot. I thought it would be a lovely location for it, because nice decent sized bed. We zoom out, and basically what I want is for these large leaves to just cover all this space. So as you step back, you see up to where the pond is here. It's got a decent spread here to allow itself to open right up, and you see these massive, unmistakable, prehistoric looking plant. Oh, spiny little beast, it's a beauty. Now this, I don't know how much it's going to grow this year, but it's already a decent size. It's a decent sized plant, as you can see. So hopefully this will be good this year, but in years to come this is really going to take over this space and be a real focal point down this part of the garden. Because you know, this was a non-space down here with all my, well, that's exactly there is where the compost pile was, so there'll still be lots of goodness in here. And what I've done is where my manure pile was, I raked it all back. This level's been brought up a little bit now, but lots of goodness in this soil. The rest of all my homemade compost in here, the manure was in here, really rich ground now. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to divert water from the water butt here off the back of the summer house, divert it, and then see the overflow. When it's full, I'll overflow it down into this ground. I know it's not always going to be full and ready to overflow, because I do use that water butt quite regular, but I will be giving this plenty of water and feed over the summer months. To be fair, all this area is going to get watered well and fed really well, and I think I'll probably put another tap down somewhere down in this area so it makes it easy to water. Can't wait to see this one grow this year. And then in winter, as you know, we'll just chop off the leaves, turn them upside down. Very easy to overwinter these plants. Yeah, very excited to see this one grow this year. You know, it's a shame I've not had this in the ground before. It's going to be a beauty, this. Really going to fill this space and be a monster plant. Whether it's this year or next year, you know, it doesn't matter. It's all about the journey with this. And yeah, really glad they've got this as part of my 3 new plants in this bed. Moving on then, we've got this one here, this hardy palm. This one is Trachycarpus nova. I've had this one in a pot a couple of years now, and it was ready for a pot on or getting in the ground. As you can see, the leaves have yellowed a little bit. You know, it's ready for a good feed. It's been in the same pot since I got it. It's grown a little bit because it was much smaller than that, and now it's in the ground and in this really rich fertile ground. I'm hoping this is going to really rock it on. This one's similar to other Trachycarpus fortunei, but this is known to be the fastest in the genus, and in my opinion it has one of the most tropical looking leaves. Nice open leaf structure. They tend to do a little bit of flopping like this one is here, and as it gets bigger, yeah, this does really look a nice palm. What I'm hoping is this one, with it being a fast grower, is quickly going to establish, got a nice trunk up here, a bit up and above the Gunnera, because this year, depending on how big the Gunnera gets, it is going to get shaded out a little bit, you know, if these leaves cover that, but it'll soon be up and above what the Gunnera can handle height wise. And yeah, I can't wait to see this one growing up. I don't think it'll take too long to get its roots down. I'm not going to expect too much for it this year, first year in the ground, but yeah, in the coming years this is going to really rock it up. So like Trachycarpus fortunei, this palm is completely hardy for me here in this location in South Yorkshire. So it'll be perfect for most gardens here in the UK. Totally hardy, with no protection, just what you want when you're creating a tropical exotic style garden. You need these backbone, structural, architectural, evergreen plants. It's all well and good having all your summer bedding, but you need these that are really the keystones of any garden. And in this area, obviously the Gunnera is going to die down in winter. This Trachycarpus palm is going to look great all year round, and the bigger it gets, the better it's going to look. Once I can see it above the back of the summer house here, it's going to look amazing. And paired with the third and final plant in this list, you know, I can't wait to see this combination establish over the next few years. You know, you guys will be here to watch this bed evolve. I will be underplanting, I don't know, maybe a lot of coleus or something in here, just to, you know, add a little bit of something to it throughout this year, because obviously there's not going to be too much to see this year. As you can see, I have actually planted some Canamusifolia in here, should a spare pot. So yeah, they'll be growing up and they'll give instant height this year. They'll be up probably up top of the fence this year. So that's absolutely great. Palms are such an iconic tropical looking plant for us here in the UK, and I don't think anybody growing tropical and exotic style gardens would be without them. I've got multiple in the garden now, and yeah, this is just another one of the genus that I'll be growing. I think I can do a tour one day of all the other ones I've got, but for now, yeah, we'll just let them grow, get on with their own little thing at the minute. But in no time at all, I'm sure that this plant will grow up and fill this space beautifully. I don't think that it'll take all that long to get a couple of foot and then a metre of trunk on this. I say it is going to get swamped out a little bit this year by the Gunnera, but yeah, I'm excited to see this one grow. The third and final plant on in this bed is this absolute beauty. I've teased it in videos before, and it's Borinda KR5600, also known as the giant blue bamboo. Looking close, you'll see what I mean with the blue. It's got a beautiful blue tinge to the bottom, glaucous blue. Unfortunately on this one, a lot of it's been rubbed off from when we dug it up, but all the new culms will have that beautiful blue to it. They do eventually turn green anyway like this. They do hold on to the blue for quite a while. Like I said, digging this up, it was quite a beast to dig up, and it lost a lot of that. You don't see too many of these plants here in the UK, so I'm extremely grateful to have received this plant. Hard work getting it, but 100% worth it. You can see it's already a decent sized plant, maybe 7 foot or just under. So yeah, this was massive. They'll easily get to 4 or 5 meters here in the UK, and I think the one that we got this off probably might have even been more than that. It was massive. I'll put some overlay in, show you what it was like. Such a beautiful bamboo. And this one I'm going to allow to fill all this space here and more. So you can see the bed. I'm going to allow it to fill close to the Trachycarpus, and then as we go down into the newer section, this fence will come out and we'll get some more space out here. So I will allow it to cover a good 2.5 meters. It'll be an absolute staple in this garden then, and I think it'll be a real showstopper. People will always ask, what is that? And what it's going to do, it's going to grow up and fill this space through this gap between the two buildings, I'll be able to see that from the house. Yeah, you'll be able to see it from anywhere in the garden really. It will be an absolute monster. Yeah, I cannot wait to see this one. I'll keep you updated on when the new culms come through, because as of yet we've got no growth. But I'll just show you the culm size of these. So it's a decent size culm on them. So being a Borinda bamboo, it's a clump forming bamboo, but like I previously said, it will get a good sized clump. But it's better than it running around. It's not going to pop up all over the garden. I'm not just going to suddenly find it over here. It will expand predictably and just grow year on year. And if I want, I can just chop it back as the new ones grow to keep it maintained. But I am going to allow this to have a good section. So it's perfect. It's creating this new bed for it. It's been absolutely perfect. And so it can encroach towards this Trachycarpus nova. Not too close, but just fill all this space and then beyond. Fingers crossed then that we get some nice healthy new growth this year. I'm not expecting too much, let it get its roots down, but if I just get, you know, a handful of new canes come up, that'll be fantastic. You know, I can't wait to see that beautiful blue hues come through on the new shoots. You can just pick it out on some of these where it's not being rubbed off too far. But yeah, I am extremely pleased to have got this. Thanks again, Sean, for letting me come dig this up out of your garden. You know, really grateful. And I don't know of too many people growing this one. If anyone is growing it, leave me a link, leave me a comment below. Tell me your experiences with it. I'd love to know. And I'll keep you updated, guys. Unfortunately, I've got no leaves on this at the minute to show you, but I will show you the plant that I got this from, just so you can see what it looks like and how beautiful it is. But yeah, these are the three new plants we've got. Gunnera on the left, Trachycarpus nova in the middle, then Borinda KR5600 on the far end. Beautiful selection of plants. Once it's underplanted for summer, I think this is going to be a fantastic display, even though these are only little currently. So that's the plan for this new planting bed. Right now, it's all promise and potential, but that's the best part, right? Waiting to see how it all develops. Watching things grow, seeing how they develop, and maybe tweaking things along the way. Like I said, I will be adding some new plants in here, just little fillers. Maybe some begonias down, just anything, some little grasses spilling over the edge. I don't know what I'm going to put in yet. I say I've got a load of coleus from seed going to grow. I can dot them all around here, just a little bit of interest while some of these other things grow up. I know this Gunnera is going to get to an half decent size this year, but I still need something just to grab your attention, as if you need it in this area. What a beautiful bed this is going to be. Already, even at this early stage, it could be one of my new favourite areas in the garden. Can't wait to see how it progresses, and you guys will be here to watch how it develops with me. I'll be doing updates on this bed throughout the year as these plants put on some growth, and hopefully by summer it'll be starting to look really great. Maybe then by next year we'll see the totally transformed part of this garden. I don't think this is going to take long to establish this bed, but we'll see. I keep feeding it, keep giving it plenty of water throughout the growing season. You know, I think this is a space to watch. So it's nice to have something new to do, because like I've been obviously working in this space a lot. As you can see, I'm still ongoing. But yeah, to have something new to have planted and to watch, you know, it's exciting, because it gets a bit demoralising digging every day and no end result. Obviously we are going to have a lot the new planting area next year, probably not this year, so we'll have lots of opportunity to create new beds. But for now, this is the newest one and I'm really pleased with it. Let me know in the comments if you've grown any of these plants before, especially the Trachycarpus nova. I'd be interested on your opinions on how it grows, what you think, how it differs to other in the Trachycarpus genus. Yeah, and also Gunnera, to be fair. I always like looking how people's Gunneras are doing and hearing their opinions on it, and you know how it grows for them in their location. I suppose if anybody has got any experience growing this bamboo, Borinda KR5600, feel free to let me know in the comments, because I don't know too many people growing this other than the guy that got it off. A couple others that I know have had divisions off that plant, so it's well worth it if I can get some experience of anyone else that's grown this plant. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe if you want to follow along, see how this new bed evolves. Like I say, I'm hoping it's going to grow into something quite special. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.